I'm Jason, and welcome to this week's Technique of the Week. I'm excited to be here today. We're at the Wayne County Fairgrounds. We're doing a Veterans Memorial for patios for Patriots here at the fair. And we have this little area here where they had to have a handicap ramp come down, so we poured up against this. So we're gonna make a seating wall here where this edge is, and then we're gonna sandblast the different branches of the military in this seating wall. So when you have a little retaining wall like this, we're not really, it's more for decorative. It's not actually a retaining wall, so I'd call it more of a sitting wall. We're gonna probably pour this a little bit differently than we normally would. But we're gonna show you how to do all that. We're gonna be using these ICF forms. It stands for insulated concrete forms. These are great, easy ways to get a wall formed up really quick. Instead of me going out and buying plywood or buying, stuff trying to form this and brace it with all types of kickers and trying to get this formed up. These forms measure like 11 inches from outside to outside. There's 2 inches of foam, and then there's 6 inches of concrete that'll go in the center. One of my buddies actually does this for a living, where he forms whole houses up with these, from the bottom up. But you know me, I don't think of it that way. I don't do that. I see this and say that's easy to form a wall. We can put our vertical mix right on top of this, and I'm going to be able to get this set up in a half hour to be ready to go. So these come folded like this, which I really like because it just takes up a lot less space when you're trying to transport them or store them. That's one good thing. Some of the other ICF systems, you have to have these little clips that you stick in there and stuff, and it just takes a little bit more time. But with these, they come like this, and we can just open them up like this. Okay, opens up like that. This webbing in the center, you can throw a couple pieces. It's made for 1/2-inch rebar, so you can throw some 1/2-inch bar in there. I'm gonna drill down into the concrete and put some verticals in and tie that to that also. The other nice thing about these forms is each spot where these X's are here on the blocks, there's a piece of plastic in there like this where these go across, and it's real easy to fasten like a drywall screw to this. So when I form my overhang on this, I'm just gonna screw through a 2x4 into this, and that's gonna hold to make my ledge on it. So since this isn't a retaining wall, like we don't need to have it structurally, there's not gonna be any dirt or stone or anything pushing up against this. I'm not gonna fill every single core the whole way to the top, the whole way up, because I'm setting this on top of the other concrete, so I don't want it to be all that weight on top of that. So I'm just gonna fill every 3 feet or so and drill some rebar down in here and just fill that, and then kind of just let that pour into the cap to hold it. I like this because it has these grooves in the sides here, so I can take a piece of like 7/16 plywood like this, and I can slide it right down in there to make that makes my bulkhead then, so the concrete doesn't keep going. It puts it where I want it. Well, we got the whole wall set up here, ready to go. We got our overhang built into it. We got our rock face liners for the cap on here. The other thing that we're doing then is I just ripped a couple pieces of this masonite, and that fits right down in between there too, so I don't pour in these voids. So I'm only filling up the voids that have the bar in it. Well, that's it for this week's Technique of the Week. Hopefully, if you have this situation, these ICF forms work really good for this. I've really been impressed with how nice they set up. It's easy, it's fast, easy to set up. So if you're ever doing something like this, check them out. Also, if you guys want to subscribe to our YouTube page, that'd be awesome. That helps us out, and we're constantly releasing new videos. Share these on Facebook and social media if you like what you see, and we'll see you next time on Technique of the Week. Thanks.